UPSC preparation schedule. ठीक है? So I put a timeline for you. You are in 2023. Jan खत्म हो रहा है, Feb में है. One transition time will be January 24, and your mains prelims, okay, results आएगा आपका इंटरव्यू के लिए Jan 25. So I think no problem with this one. तो आपका स्टार्ट डेट पता है. I have put some, okay, time to the major events. So May is your prelims, September is your mains, and January 25, Feb, March is your interview. So this is not negotiable. This is not negotiable. ये आपका fixed है. Now, on this, once I have these two set, my question is, most of you answered that. How much time do you think you need to prepare for prelims exclusively? Okay. Exclusive preparation, prelims के लिए 3-4 odd months. So I've given कि अगर prelims आपका मई महीने में है, okay, so December, Jan, Feb, okay, is when you switch towards prelims. So this is when you have to be ready for the mains. Because in this examination, a very important point write down is the prelims mains का होता है integrated preparation. There was a time when the prelims examination was more factual and different from the main examination. अब ऐसा नहीं है. आपको दोनों करना होगा prepare. And if you look at the time here, आप ये देखो, time देखो. Okay. The time between mains and interview. यहाँ तो कुछ भी करने वाले हो नहीं. If you get a call, only interview preparation. Between prelims and mains, 3 months. इसमें आप क्या ही कोर्स खत्म कर लोगे आप इसमें. Between prelims, okay, and when you want to start the prelims, I would want at least 3 or 4 months. तो ये आपका 4 months का टाइम यहां पर है. So actual time to get ready for the mains, आपको examination यहां देना है. But understand, you can't study anything here. You can only revise here. Maybe give tests here. Maybe some topics you have left you can do here. ये 3 महीना is too less a time to join a course and finish it. Back in 1994, 1995, students used to choose an optional here, finish the coaching in 2.5, 3 months and give the examination. अब नहीं possible है. A lot of people have done that. So what you need to do is, okay, this is a very important time. ये आपको कहीं लिख के strong रखना पड़ेगा. That you have to get mains ready. मतलब क्या है? कि अगर main examination January में होगा, you must be ready to give the examination, qualify if required. Get mains ready, okay, by December, Jan. There's a very famous saying. Dreams are important, but planning is vital. आपके जितने भी dreams हैं, अगर आपने planning ठीक से नहीं किया है, then you are in trouble. So whatever be your dreams, this is your planning process. Set your timelines first. I hope you appreciate this. So if I fix your goal कि mains खत्म करना है by Jan, starting from Feb, this is 11 months. Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, okay, and December तक खत्म करोगे आप. Maximum stretch to January. So 11-12 months is what you actually have. This is all crazy revision. How many days do you have now? You have got 330 days. 330 days, remember, on an average, which is to get mains ready. Mains ready का मतलब क्या होता है? All the course is done. Your notes are done. Your books are read. Answer writing is done. Okay. And the deep questions are also handled. आप इसको छोड़ नहीं सकते कि I will learn answer writing in this gap. आपको सब खत्म करना होगा 4 months before the prelims examination. That's why some of you, when you start the cycle from June, July, you understand how you are struggling. आप यहां करोगे cycle शुरू, your course gets over in the month of March, April. आप क्या दोगे examination prelims का? Some of you began last year. Last year आपने शुरू किया था June, July, September में शुरू किया था. Impossible नहीं बोल रहे, I'm not saying impossible है. Okay, the idea is, did you understand the timeline when you began the process or not? और अगर अब समझ में आ रहा है, my suggestion is course correct. You have to keep on course correcting, but first understand this. All fine here? So which is the most critical time in a preparation here? ये वाला, which is effectively 330 days. ठीक है? Now look at this. In this gap, you only have interview pressure. In this, you have mains revision practice. This is where you have prelims practice. आपको जो भी पढ़ना है, optional and GS, answer writing, आपको यही करना है. Some of us know this, but maybe with not as much conviction. एक strong belief चाहिए. Okay, this is the time I have. I can't negotiate with this. Accordingly, I start. So आपको GS भी करना है, optional भी करना है, current affairs वो भी ground करना है, किताब भी पढ़ना है, and answer writing also. This is the time that you have, 330 days. Now, question is, ये enough है या नहीं है? Now look at this now. This is your GS scope, and I'm sure you know this. 4 papers of GS, and the ones I have darkened as orange, okay, these are the very important areas. Geography, ये big important क्या बोलेंगे? बड़ा area बोलेंगे. Important तो खैर ethics भी है, okay, important तो security भी है, but these are the bigger chunks. Okay, geography, history, heritage, culture, economy, development, political governance. These I think are the bigger ones. ठीक है? So you know this, okay. इसके साथ में you need to have the optional subject. Now look at the calculation here. Back again. इस phase में पूरा GS 4 होगा, 4 papers of GS plus optional. ठीक है? Now look at this. 330 days, you should ring in your mind. This is the approximate time that you need. जो 5 big areas हैं, you can't study in less than 40-45 days. And that too, approximately putting 5 hours every day. अगर आपको एक course join करते हो, तो maybe you can do that in 3-4 hours every day. Because 2.5 घंटे का class होगा, plus 1 hour of some summary writing. Spending 5 hours daily, okay, 40-45 days, history. Now, this is the days I've mapped according to what we offer in our institute. But it vary करते हैं. Some institute might give this as 45 days. Some will give this as 40 days. Some will say 47 days. But approximately यही दिन है, more or less. Okay, the big subjects, 45. So, on average, you can say about 40-45 days each. इसके ऊपर social issues 15 days, science and tech 15 days, IAS 15 days. So another 45 days. So how much time do you need for GS paper? This is 205 days plus 45. You need how much? 250 days. इसके ऊपर, now this is what I call as a foundation class. Foundation class में आपका खत्म होता है syllabus. But the actual answer writing requires approximately 14-15 days on average for the major ones. The major आपके 5 हैं. Okay. You add into 5. So approximately 70 days you need over this to consolidate this at the level of the examination. I call this as the 1/3 rule. जितना टाइम लगेगा यहां खत्म करने के लिए 1/3 time approximately you need to learn answer writing on that. 40 days of history, about 12, 13, 14 days of answer writing and reading advanced concepts. Okay, 15 days for social issues. Okay, 5 to 6 days of advanced concepts, answer writing, consolidation with the book reading. Students who don't qualify are those who do this. And to do this, they take 2-3 years. और सबसे गंदा होता है, I do the foundation course this year, और 2 attempt मेरा prelims नहीं हुआ. आई एम गिविंग द मेंस एग्जाम आफ्टर 3 years, तो बेटा मैं ये भी भूल गया और इसके तो लायक हूं भी नहीं. So आपका एम होना चाहिए कि at one go finish this. Like you can't keep this for later time. Without this, ना आपका प्रीलिम्स निकलेगा और ना आपका मेंस निकलेगा. अगर निकल गया प्रीलिम्स, it will be such a waste of energy and time. तो प्रीलिम्स निकाला बट मेंस के लायक नहीं है. Okay? Well, I am sharing what I understand by my wisdom. Okay, some of you will learn, as I tell you, some of you will learn by the mistakes that you do. Okay, but जब भी करो सीखोगे, I hope you remember what I told you here. So how many days is this? 250 plus 70. ठीक है, हमने कितना कहा था हमारे पास है? 330 days. ठीक है, ये आपके दिमाग में नहीं होना चाहिए. And I am already consuming 320 days. अभी एक और जानवर बचा हुआ है, called optional. Any optional, if you want to do justice with it, you need approximately 5 months. Okay, some might take 15 days more, some might take 1 month more. उसी रेंज में होता है. Okay, no optional grounding happens in 3.5, 4 months. पढ़ाने वाले भी are cheating और स्टडी करने वाले तो पक्का, okay, you are escaping. 5 months of grounding you need, and even those who have a background in it. Okay, because पढ़ाई यहां पर it is very different from what you know as your graduation study. Like you need advanced course here, you also need advanced course here, optional. Again 1/3 rule. अगर आपका 5-6 महीना लग रहा है, by 1/3, like approximately 2-3 months, keeping some contingency, I said 240 days. So 320 days here and 240 days here. Okay, so look at the problem now. आपके पास हाथ में कितना टाइम है? 330 days. How much time do you need? 560 days. That's the reality. So what this means is, now don't, ये नंबर देके भाग नहीं जाना है. That's why I'm saying it's a mission thing. Okay, अगर आसान होता तो मिशन नहीं बनता ना. Okay, so what this means is basically this. Your study cannot be sequential. I will do 1, then I will do 2, then I will do 3. That's sequential. I'll finish GS, then I will do optional. आपने फॉर्म फिल अप किया था ना? I'll start with GS, I will do optional later on. Some said no, I'll start with optional and do GS afterwards. Okay, कहीं ना कहीं all of you know that answer writing बहुत important है, but most of you postpone it for some other time. कल ही एक बच्चा मिलने आया था. He said, why I didn't clear prelims was I gave only 3 practice tests. That's crazy number यार. आप लोग 2-2 साल कोर्स करते हो और सब ज्ञान होता है, सिर्फ 3 टेस्ट दे रहे हो. I'm questioning your sincerity there. And with this sincerity, do you even deserve to qualify? So the challenge, so I go back here, ये जो debate है, this is enough, provided you go by the parallel processing and very strong planning. You can't afford to waste time. जिसका 2 साल टाइम है, आप थोड़ा और पेस कर सकते हो. But even they must do some work double. Okay, so parallel task. Now this is, okay, our suggestion. You're standing in the month of Feb. You join or you start optional and GS together. Finish optional. I gave you 4-5 months, 6 months. Finish optional by June, July. तो एक दिन में आप effectively 7 से 8 घंटा पढ़ाई कर रहे हो. 3-4-5 hours for optional, 3-4-5 hours for GS foundation. दोनों साथ चल रहा है. Okay, because you cannot give more than 8, on the higher side 10 hours a day. Like, and that too if you have got no other jobs, you don't have any other pressure. You can't give more than 7, 8, 10 hours a day, and you can't afford to give less than 4-5 hours a day. तो आप अगर 3-3 कोर्स कर रहे हो, you are in trouble. ऑप्शनल भी कर रहे हैं, सी सैट भी कर रहे हैं, जीएस भी कर रहे हैं, करंट अफेयर्स एक दिन में 4 क्लास में बैठ रहे हो, डेंजरस वन. बट सम ऑफ यू हैव गॉट रॉन्ग टारगेट्स. जैसा मैंने शुरू किया सितंबर में, वो देना है प्रीलिम्स अभी के अभी देना है, तो मरो फिर 4 क्लास करते रहो और क्या. इफेक्टिवली इन वन डे 2 क्लास करो, and 2 class is doable because your target is 330 days. Okay, so when the foundation gets over, then okay, you can start your GS practice, because okay, some GS would have been covered by now. आपका पॉलिटी ग्राउंडिंग हो गया, इकोनॉमी समझ में आ गया, न्यूज़पेपर समझ में आ गया. You can't keep the GS test for later date. I hope you got the point here. So the optional gets over June, July. Give yourself as a 70 days you require, remember, for GS advanced course, यही फिट होगा आपका. October तक you are set. Your GS foundation gets over and your GS practice test also gets over. Then you switch gears. Optional जो किया था foundation, starting from October, you do the optional advanced course. And ये जो कोर्स यहां किया है, आप इसको करते रहो सेल्फ प्रैक्टिस. इन सम केसेस द फाउंडेशन कोर्स माइट स्ट्रेच टुवर्ड्स दिसंबर, बट दिसंबर तक इट्स ओवर. मैक्सिमम जैन तक इट्स ओवर. इट्स व्हाट आई मीन बाय मेंस रेडी नाउ. आपने आंसर लिख लिया, करंट अफेयर्स देख लिया, सिलेबस इज डन, नोट्स इज डन, not attending more than 2 classes a day maximum, okay, and you finish your preparation by December, Jan. Okay, from December, Jan, exclusive prelims. फिर आप पर कोर सब्जेक्ट आप 10 दिन 10 days polity, revise, practice, 3-4 tests, 300 question, polity is done. Another 10 days, revise, practice, 300 question, economy is done. So this requires about 3 to 4 months. Exclusive prelims. फिर आप दे देना है एग्जामिनेशन. प्रीलिम्स का मई में दे दिया आपने एग्जामिनेशन. Whatever you had practiced यहां पर आंसर राइटिंग, take this and you revise for the mains here. यहां पर कुछ नया नहीं पढ़ना है. Revise, memorize. Redo some of the notes, redo summaries, and give your mains examination month of September, October. Make sense, all of you? Again, this is our recommendation. The actual thing is here. You play with this the way you want to play. So when I set the course, when I prepare, okay, the planner for you, I have this model in mind. So anybody delaying from here, okay, you know your chances gets compromised. Unfortunately, एक historical trend बन गया है. They will start the preparation the month of May, June, and will give the examination next, okay, May. That's a disaster recipe. Because starting from May and June, आपका तो GSE खत्म नहीं होगा ना. अभी भी ये बच्चे कर रहे हैं, एग्जामिनेशन दे रहे हैं May 28 को. Okay, the GS classes are going on till as late as month of March, April. And institutes are doing double classes. It's like आपका कोर्स खत्म कराने का टिक लगाया जा रहा है. So I know I'm talking partly against my own interest, पर आप समझे ना, आपका डिमांड ही वैसा होता है ना. Okay, your demand is सब मुझे एग्जाम देना है, तो करो फिर, और क्या. If the people willing to buy the course, मैंने बेच देना है, क्या प्रॉब्लम है. But if you understand what you need, do not make a mistake here. This is because you are part of geography, so I put geography foundation course here. Okay. Whatever option you have, yahi, some of them might finish 1 month early. Okay. Some of them will do this a bit more. But most institutes don't talk about these two at all. Uska reason hai, historically, this was not important. If you go back 7, 8, 10 years ago, ये जरूरत नहीं था. And most teachers belong to that generation. ये बड़ा आसान काम है. I've taught this for 20 years. मुझे पढ़ना नहीं पड़ेगा ना. For this, I must study. The teacher must work in answer writing. The teacher must do current affairs. तुम्हें जान जाती है इसमें. And unfortunately, okay, it is not economically viable for the institute also. आप चाहते हो फ्री में करा दो चेकिंग, and it's a lot of energy here. So whether institutes tell you or not, you should know इसको आप compromise नहीं कर सकते. You compromise this year, next year आप रोने वाले हो. And the trick here is not joining a test series. The trick here is learning what to write in the tests. मैं आपको कुछ questions दूंगा. I'll tell you what I mean by that. So this is more than a test series. I think somewhere, again, risking being immodest here, we have started this in geography for the first time पूरे ecosystem में. For the last almost 12 years, I'm doing this. I teach a content and then give you the test. And some of the questions I repeat. So this is more than a test series. You can't ignore this. Got it, all of you? Anyways, that's my recommendation here. So this is the whole catalog. To succeed, what do you need? Okay, you need to have a goal planning. You need to understand the importance of advanced courses. You need to have an exclusive prelims time, an exclusive mains revision, and also interview preparation. You need to have a strong foundation course for yourself. ये आपका core requirements हैं. This is your timeline. And this is your enabler. इसके साथ में you need regular assignments. You need answer writing. Oops. You need test discussions. You need to learn how to make notes, how to practice and how to memorize. You need a daily schedule, a weekly schedule. ये आपके enablers हैं. Now ask yourself, how many of, and this is not something I will give you. ये आपको बनाना पड़ेगा. Ask yourself how many of you think about this and not merely go to a class and sit in a class. आप लोग क्या करते हो? You join a course. जो क्लास में पढ़ा है वो हो गया. You go back. Again, something you do in the name of study. So this is your eye opener sheet.